am Trân and welcome to the Zone of Movie Review, where I give you the reason to see or not to see. Now look closer, because the closer you look, the more I hang out. And the film that I'm going to review today is 2006 mystery thriller film, The Red Stage.
I'll perform.
A real magician tries to invent something new. It's something that other magicians will scratch their heads over.
I suppose you have such a trick.
Actually, I do.
I need to know how he does it.
He has no trick. It's real. Every great magic trick consists of 3 acts. The first act is called the pledge. The second act is called the turn. You're looking for the secret, but you won't find it. That's why there's a third act called the prestige.
Get that, bro.
No more secrets.
Secrets of my life.
And The Red Stage, which is directed by Christopher Nolan and based on the 1995 novel of the same time. It took place in the 1890 London, and the story followed by 2 professional magicians played by Hugh Jackman as Robert Angier and Christian Bale as Alfred Borden. After working for a long time, when a dangerous trick goes wrong on stage, resulting in the death of Angie's wife, it began a death scare between 2 men that lasted the length of their career. They constantly trying to outdo to each other, trying to come up with their tricks, their new acts. They hope that all these things will establish them among the world. Because the dream to make those performance are too high, that they don't know that they get involved in the one-in-one competition with a tragic ending. The special scene that I also get into is a man behind the curtain, but not just magician. I mean, anyone who is in a professional field that's really competitive. The magic is just a shot of the background, but drop the curtain and show what's happening behind the scenes. What happened to these people when they overwhelmed with their career? This shows you exactly what these people actually do to achieve their goal. One thing that I'm really sure is that those performances are fantastic, and all the actors, they really do great in their job. Without performance, without actor, without character, I think you definitely get bored of it. Performances are a huge part of the story, and spending 2 hours on this film, you really want to get know more and more about these magicians, know more about their strength, their weakness, or why they conform to each other. They also have awesome music, lighting effect to get you dive into the story easier. This film is very good, very organic, and really great, I think. The receiver is very small. So why is that? Because it leaves a link for you to follow, to keep up with the flow of the story. So if you don't follow or you don't pay close attention to the flow of the story, you may be left behind or you get no enjoyment of it. And that's what Nolan does very well. The thing that I learned from this movie is that there is no good or bad guy, because something ambiguity of this movie give you a lot about it. At first, you will probably take a side at some point, but the information of the story will hit you hard, and you feel like, what? Anyway, there's still one thing that I dislike about this movie is that at the first time I watch, I feel a little disengaged because you kind of go through the same motion a lot. I mean, they repeat the scene of the magician. They're trying to come up with their acts or how they're trying to implement their tricks. Once in a while, I feel like I don't see any difference between the scenes. It's still a smart movie, I think. But somehow the focus is a sport here, some kind of retreating at the same area. Overall, it's definitely a worth movie to watch. Although it's prolonged 130 minutes like Harry Potter, but it's not a movie for you. if you're looking for a comedy or romance. So that's all about my movie review of The Prestige. Hope you guys do enjoy it. Last but not least, I think this movie has benefit that we must see it more than once. I mean twice or third. It's a channel film because each time you watch, you will find one new thing. So, thank you for watching.